Everyone, thank you very much for joining us this hour. We really appreciate it, and we want to sincerely thank every one of you that you are connecting to this program. This hour is going to be a great time this time around. We've been waiting for it, we've been talking about it, and finally, it's here. We are supposed to have this last week Saturday, but unfortunately, we are unable to connect with our guests. So today is the due day, and today is the day that God have choose for us to have this conversation with one of the great African legend and one of the great women of our time, doing so well in our community, raising the bar and making sure that African content is out there. I have opportunity to engage her and to have a conversation with her about her work, especially the new release, which is After the Rain. And it's trending all over social media. I watch it from A to Z on YouTube. Please, you have to go out there. After the Rain, that is the movie that is trending on the space right now. And all over the world, people are crazy for it. People are watching it. I can guarantee you, if you have not had opportunity to watch it, you are missing. So go out there. After the Rain is the code on this program this hour. Allow me to welcome this great woman of our time. She's not new to this house. I think this is the third time she will be on the African Portal Radio. I can remember 2000, 2020 and 2021, somewhere there, I think last year. And then we are here again this time around for another great movie trending on the space and all over the world. All right, let's welcome this great woman. Kindly let me allow you to introduce yourself to the listeners at home, who you are, where you are, and the position you hold in the society.
I just want to greet everybody. Good evening. My name is Roseline Sanni Ajose. I'm an actress, a movie producer. I also write scripts. And to say crown it all, I also work for the NHS here in the United Kingdom as a senior theatre practitioner. So that's me, basically.
Wow. I'm so excited that each and every time I have this engagement with you, we always have something new coming. And at the same time, we always have something to give to the people, especially in the community where you are and also around the globe. Let's talk about After the Rain. And it's trending, and I have opportunity to sit down and watch it from A to Z. A copper, facing challenges, mama sick, and all that kind of a thing. I look at the character, I look at the movie, very interesting. Tell us a bit about it. What is the idea behind it, and what are you intended to achieve by putting this movie out?
Yeah. Basically, for me, as an individual, I tend not to do a commercial movie. So most of my film have always been channeled towards humanity. So with After the Rain, it's basically a story of a friend of mine that the dad passed away in Nigeria due to the hardship they face in Nigeria as an individual that have worked for the country. They've done their quota. So on retirement, for the government to look after them back in return always pose a big question. So that's what the movie just trying to encourage the government to say these people they've worked for you, they've served you as a civil servant. So when they retire, please give them their gratuity, give them something that rightfully belongs to them, because a lot of them are suffering. A lot of them not just suffering, they are dying. Because if you don't have water to drink, if you don't have a means of providing your daily bread, obviously, if you take ill, you're going to die. So that's basically what the After the Rain is all about. Is a guy that is suffering from kidney disease. and he needed money to continue to do dialysis and then do a kidney transplant. But because he has worked for the government, he's a they're retired, they don't pay them their pensions. So therefore, they're unable to provide their daily bread, talk less of looking after their hospital bills. We all know how it works in Nigeria. If you don't have the money, if you can't afford the bills, you don't get looked after by any hospital personnel. So because they don't have this means of looking after the father that is suffering from kidney disease, by doing a daily renal at least one or two, three, twice weekly to do renal dialysis, or to save money to have a kidney transplant. The dad passed away. So that's how the friend contacted me and said, please, Roseline, I know you love humanity. You like to speak to us as a Nigerian in diaspora. You like to speak what people want to hear, what people are really, challenges people are really going through. That's what you like to speak to us through your movie. Can you please put these words out there for me? So that's how we came about the movie After the Rain.
Wow, wow, wow. So this is central on the issue of the pensioner. I remember on the last program when I engaged you, we have opportunity to connect to the MD of Pensioner FM in Ibadan. And we
Yeah.
have a conversation about it and we talk about it. A lot of people are facing this in Nigeria, especially in Africa. We're just
Yeah.
using Nigeria as a case study. It's rampant in Africa that people serve the government for 25, 30, 35 years. And after
Mm.
that, government is not paying them. They are not getting
Yeah,
their
yeah.
gratitude and our gratitude and all those kind of a thing. People are facing challenges. The queue, long queue in the sun and rain. And at the end of the day,
Mm.
they don't get what belongs to them. All right. So what is the response and acceptability of this movie? What people talking about? I mean, can you tell us a bit of the comments that you've got after you release this movie out?
Well, basically, people just say, we've known you for who you are. You speak the mind of the people. You speak the mind of the majority. So thank you for putting out this film. There's some of the comments I put out there for people to see, to encourage them to go and see the movie. I've received a
Okay.
lot of I've received a lot of positive comments because the way the movie is played, we didn't just go straight to the pensioners being, suffering, they're unable to get what rightfully belongs to them. We sort of played it around a young lady that just finished youth service and then has to go and sell her body to raise funds for the boyfriend's dad dialysis. So that sort of played a little bit with the mind of our people to say, we're not just saying government should give pension to the money to the pensioners, but there are other storylines that was subplotted with the movie. So that sort of gives the movie a really boost for people to enjoy it. So we've received a lot of positive feedback from people.
All right. Okay. Now let's look at the because I see one of the scene in the movie whereby people are protesting and shouting that it is our rights, give it to us and stuff like that. And the police now showed up, beat them up, beat the
Exactly.
man, put him in the jail, beat him until he blew in the face. I mean, let's talk about that. That is one of the things that I think is so rampant in Africa when you protest for your rights. I mean, when government is
Mm.
failing you, they are not doing what you're supposed to do, and you protest. Then the police showed up and now putting people in the jail, beating them up and stuff like that. Let's look at this. Let's look at that scene. Why do you introduce something like that? I mean, what do you want to gain by putting that aspect into it?
It's not about me introducing that into the movie. It is what really happened in Nigeria. It is true
Wow.
life story. Yes. Even as we are shooting the movie during the protest, when we're shooting the protest scene, there's actually one of the pensioners that collapsed on me. He
On a real
collapsed
life.
on me, or in real life. If
This
you
is not a
notice,
movie now. This is the reality.
this is reality. If you study that scene very well, you see a guy very skinny. He was wearing like a red Ankara. Somebody is like helping him to get up.
Yes, but we
That
thought
is
maybe it's part of the movie that is just an
no,
action.
no, it's real. It's real. He actually
Wow.
collapsed. He
On a
collapsed
real
and say,
life.
in a real life on the street. So we have to pump water on top of him, give him something to eat, because he's just appreciating us to say, you don't live with us in Nigeria, yet you've come home to come and bear part of our burden, to come and share, the story that we really want people to put out there for us, for the government to hear. You've traveled all the way from where you live to come and help us project this story out there. That thank you very much. I want to be part of this. So when the guy collapsed, people were telling me, "Oh, madam, you can see for yourself. You can see that we're not lying. We can see that we're not faking it. You can see that this. You can see." Everybody was just coming out with all sorts of different stories about how they've
Wow.
been to pensioners' office. They queued there from afternoon to. Don't get me wrong. I don't want Nigerians or Africans nation to get me wrong to say I am speaking against the government. I am not speaking against the government. All we're just asking through the movie is to tell our government, our able government, we put them there. We chose them to be there to govern us. We're just appealing to them to say, we know you're there to govern us. You're doing a good job. However, there are some people that are still not benefiting from the good job you're doing. I know sometimes they allocate this money to some local government, they allocate the money to some federal, but the money don't get to the right people, because our president can't be governed on top on in Abuja and also be monitoring what is happening in Ondo State, or also monitoring what is happening in Ekiti State. So we are using this movie to appeal to our government that once you've done all your allocations, please make sure the allocation are disseminated rightly to the right people, to the people that need this money. Because when you look at the so-called less privileged people, they don't need much. They're not asking for much. All they're asking for is money to put food on their table. It is money to buy common medicine. It is money to say, I've got grandson, I've got grandchildren, buy something for the grandkids. Go out. Fine, you're not working anymore. You don't have the energy to go out and work. However, you still have the work you've done before. Give me what is rightfully belongs to me. I'm a pensioner. I should be enjoying the fruit of my labor. I have worked for the government. So that's what we're just asking for. I'm not against the government. I'm not saying opposite things against the government to say they are not good. Anybody we chose to put there, I believe everybody is doing their quota. But we just want the government to make sure when this money are allocated, it is given and is used appropriately.
Are connecting with us as well that we are speaking to, and we are getting feedback as well under the same. Thank you very much. That's a lovely point there, and I really appreciate the work that you are doing. I mean, let's look at the environment where you are right now. Is the same thing happening in the environment where you are?
That can never happen here in the UK. We're not boasting, but it can never happen. because the UK, United Kingdom, is a country that have laws and order. We have rules and regulation, and the citizens will follow rules, will obey rules and regulation with due diligence. If you do things that is not meant to be done, as somebody in government, you'll be pulled out and you'll be checked, and you get the punishment for it. So things like that does not manifest here in the United Kingdom.
So why do we, where do we get it wrong? Why we have a society where we intentionally punishing ourselves for no reason? I mean, where do we derive all this system? Because if we look at our track record, Africa is a continent where we love ourselves, where we value ourselves. But the narrative is kind of changed now, whereby people are punishing themselves for no reason. If you say where you are living now in UK, it's not gonna happen. It's not possible. You said categorically that is no go area. Why is it happening in our own environment? What is the problem? Why we cannot get the system right, where the right thing will be done to the right people? What is the problem? Can you by any means have an understanding of what exactly the problem is?
I think with us in Nigeria or in Africa as a country, sometimes a lot of these things boil down to greed. Greed. If the people vote you in to look after a particular local government or a particular state, they allocate money to you. Because of greed, everybody wants to have 10 cars parked in front of their house. Everybody wants to ride the latest Bentley. They want to travel to luxury holidays. So somehow all these luxury things got to be funded somehow. Somebody's got to fund it. So for someone that is on a salary of £1 million or 1 million naira per month, and you're living a luxury life of 5 million naira per month, so definitely some funds has to be raised from different source, different avenue. So that greed, I would say, is one of our biggest challenge in Nigeria, living beyond our means, living beyond what we can afford, living beyond I want other people to see me. I think I'm a big boy. Yet it's good to live like a big boy, but please live like a big boy on your salary, not at other people's detriment, not at other people's point of death. So I would say greed is one of our biggest challenge in Nigeria. If we can pull away from greed, live within your means. If they give you an allocation, give the money or use the money, utilize the money in the way the government have asked you to utilize the money. So if we can pull away from greed and live within our means, I think other people's life will matter to us. But the moment we're still looking up there that I want to do what my friends are doing, I want to live a flamboyant life, but how are you going to be funding it? I think if we can move away from all those things I've mentioned, Nigeria will be a better, or we will be better off. We are a good country. I would say maybe we'll be better off.
Wow, that is a very valid point there, and I really appreciate what you are saying. We just have to keep the momentum and let the people keep joining us, keep sharing it. The more you share it, the more you give it opportunity to go viral. And a lot of people are sending a lot of questions under the scene to talk about that. This kind of movie is a kind of movie that we need to give more attention to, and we need to send it out there because it's actually focusing on the issue in our community. Let's look at the lady that's selling her body in the movie. for the benefit of getting money to take care of the. Tell us a bit about that scenario. Why do you introduce that, and what is the idea behind that?
Like I mentioned earlier on, when you're writing your script, you need to kind of know your audience, because you don't want to write a movie and it's just talking purely about politics and talking purely about humanitarian. A lot of us in today's society, we don't like boring things. We like to be entertained. So the way I plot my story, though I am focusing on a particular theme, which is looking after the pensioners and somebody that is dying of kidney disease, however, you need to give your audience something that would ginger them to say, oh, I want to see this particular face in the movie. I want to see how this person acts in the movie. So that's that story, the Demilade being introduced to the game is just to change the narrative, to give the audience something a bit more juicy into the movie, so that it's not boring, it's not dragged, it's not dry. That is why we plotted that side to say this is what people do to be able to fund this gentleman's hospital bills. However, that shouldn't been happening. That shouldn't have been happening. People do all sort of things to make ends meet in Africa, in any part of the world. But in this particular storyline, we just slot that part in to say we want our audience to have a bit of fun along the line watching, getting the message. You get the message, but you at least you're laughing along.
All right. Kindly help me pull that camera to your face a bit. A lot of people are saying that the camera is cutting your face.
Oh, sorry.
Can see you. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Also, help me put it a bit down. Yes. All right. Everyone joining us, thank you very much for connecting with us. We are having a beautiful conversation. After the Rain is the movie that we are putting on the spotlight right here, right now. And I'm calling on you. Please go to YouTube. After the Rain, just put it there. It's live and direct on YouTube. You will watch it, you will learn, and you will grow. And it's a movie that is going to help you changing your narrative, the way you think towards of certain things, and it will also help you in the journey of life. Demilade, as let's look at Demilade character in that movie. At the end of the day, there is a problem between the boyfriend at the long run. Tell us a bit more, because a lot of people are following the story and they want to have an idea before they go to the to YouTube to go and watch the movie. Tell us a bit about what happened at the end.
At the end, you know, sometimes when you give human being a bit of rope to pull, you can't let go of the rope on your end. You need to hold on to the rope, because that is us human being anyway. Human
It's
being,
natural.
if you say come on, yeah, it is a natural thing for us. If I'm beginning to have money now, you don't want to go back to be poor again. You want to continue to have the money. So someone introduced her to a free money. It's a free way of making money. She doesn't have to wake up so early in the morning, get dressed. All she just have to do, go dance, show your body, and make cool cash, make big money. So all along the line, she got carried away in the process of she derailed. She forgot the reason why she was there in the first place. Just like a typical human being, how we behave. Once something is sweet, it's like giving a sweet to a young child. You give one, he want more. You give two, he want more. You give three, he want more, until the sweet is finished. So they introduced her to a game that we don't think is a good game, but because she's making ends meet, she's making more money. The country is harsh to her. She's a graduate, no work, no nothing. And then she managed to see a free money, because I see that as a free money. So she saw the free money, and the life of a good girl that she was building for herself got tampered with. So that's why sometimes I can bring Christianity into this. They always say it's not everything that is glitter, that is gold. You think there is a gold there, but at the end of that gold, there is something dark in it. So she got lost into the whole process of trying to help the father-in-law, and in the end, she lost everything she's ever worked for. She lost everything. She lost the relationship, a sweet relationship. She just lost it. So it just basically, we in the story, we're trying to tell people that once you've seen something that you think is sweet, is good, please, when something is too good, you need to keep it in check. Don't get too carried away. So that's why we plotted the Demilade story, love story in it. So if you want to
Okay,
see the end, you want to know what happened in the end, you need
what
to go
happened at
and
the
watch the
end?
story.
So go and watch the movie. Go
You need
out
to
there
go and
right
watch
now.
the
Go
movie.
and watch the movie. We are just giving you that idea for you to know what exactly happened, for you to conclude that story. Please go to YouTube, go and watch that movie. But let's look at what happened. Thank you very much, Mary Bowman, joining us all the way from Jamaica. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Keep sharing it. Keep inviting more people to join us. We are having a beautiful conversation with this great woman of our time, talking about a new movie trending, is already on the social media on YouTube, called the After the Rain. And After the Rain is the movie that is bringing sensation to our society and bringing balance, especially when we are talking about the retirees, that they are denied of their rights, of what they have worked for, and government is not paying them on time or not paying them at all, and all this kind of thing have caused a lot of early deaths to many people, and many people have been, they are 6 feet down now because of that. And that is the what we are trying to address in this way. But not only that, we also focus on the issue of the way money become most important thing that is taking people away from the normal track of the, because this lady gets a beautiful job, a nice job, where she's supposed to sit down and be making the little money, until when the friend showed up, a friend from the university, and that is teaching us something. Don't trust anybody because he's my friend in university. That doesn't mean that after a few years he's still the same person that is in the university. Don't trust people. You are my friend from university. What are you doing here? This place, you are too low to this. Come on, man, come and join us. Let's do it together. And then they drag you away, and you're out of the track. And before you know it, you mixed. You lost everything. And that is what happened to that lady. She focused. Let's assume that she's still working where she's working, getting paid. Even the boss love what she's doing. The boss is paying her very well. The boss is looking, even though the money is too small, but because she's needs something big, now she get out of the track and get into trouble. So ladies nowadays, and the boys and the girls out there, this is a lesson. That is why you need to go and grab a copy of After the Rain. Watch that movie, learn from it, because life is not about money. Life is not about money. We are living in a generation where money have replaced everything. Many have replaced moral. Money have replaced common sense. Money have replaced many things. If you don't have money, nobody respects you, especially the ladies of today. And that also is another problem that you are facing right now, that money have taught many people to mad people on social media. You see the ladies having their pints right on the social media, whereby almost 1.5 million people are watching it, and you are not ashamed of that. We are living in a generation where people are, selling their body, all in the name that we are on the social media, but still, it's still the same thing. You are selling your body. You are still, it's the same thing. Being on social media, exposing your private parts and stuff like that on social media is the same thing. What do you want to gain? How much Facebook is going to pay you at the end of the day? By stripping yourself naked on the social media. Are we not having common sense? Are we not human? If we, this generation, is doing this, what will happen to incoming generation? Do we always think that if we corrupt, we are so corrupt in this current generation, what do you think is going to happen to your own child? I don't know, maybe people think about that, because David Lade character in that movie is really is an attention for the incoming, the current generation. Because if we miss the track, it will affect the whole generation.
Yeah.
And that is exactly the point. That movie, yes, you are talking about the pensioner, but I pay more attention to Demilade character because it's a big lesson for this current
Mm.
generation.
Yeah.
Money have been coming money becomes something so big to
Big.
us to the extent that we believe that if you don't have money, you are nobody. People get awards today based on money. People get
Mhm.
promotion today based on money.
Lots of
Money
money.
can
Yeah.
do anything. And there is one fraudster and a rapist and also a murderer in the prison, and it's operating from the prison, controlling people, organizing show, organizing, running a multi-million project from the prison until he escaped the prison because of money, because he got money. He
Yeah.
escaped. Planning, they plan so many things. It's trending on South Africa news, on the South African media space. Tamobesta issue. You see, this is the generation where money have replaced everything. Somebody in the jail, in the prison, is still controlling the economy and what is going on. To people that is still they are free. That is money. So we need to think about all these things, and this is what this movie is talking about. So please go out there. After the Rain is the movie for this weekend. Go and watch it. It's on YouTube. When you get it, when you watch it, send your question to me. I will definitely send it to our guest to respond to it as well. And we are going to make sure that we promote this and talking about it because it's a movie for everyone, both young and old. All right, before we get to a place where we going to have a few conversations with you before we let you out of our way, let's talk about the distribution of the movie. You based in UK, so you have to travel to Nigeria to go and shoot this movie. So let's talk about distribution of the movie in Nigeria. How can people get it in Nigeria? And tell us a bit about it.
We do. Yes, I do travel to shoot most of my film, both here and in Nigeria. But this particular movie, we just shot it because we want more people to have more access to the film. So we didn't have to put it in any cinema that they have to pay money to go and watch, or to put it on DVD, they have to go and buy it. It's online. I'm sure now at the generation we live in now, everybody have access to online TV. So if you Google After the Rain, or you Google my name, Roseline Sanni Ajose, you get direct access to the movie so you can watch it, learn one or two lessons from Demilade's character, from the dad's character, from the boyfriend's character, even from the Big Joe's character. Because that's what a lot of people have been messaging me. Please, can you introduce me to Big Joe? Please introduce me to Big Joe that can give Demilade 200 million naira cash in Nigeria. Please, I
Hmm.
want to meet
It's
him.
all about it's
So
all about money.
it's all about money. So you don't have to pay any money at all to have access to this film. It's online. It's on Yoruba Movie Channel. Yoruba Movie Channel is based in Scotland, here in the UK. So just Google After the Rain, or go to Yoruba Movie Channels, or Google my name, Roseline Sani Ajose, and just click on my videos. You see all my movies and all the work that I've done so far.
Some people are still behind technologically, especially in some part of Africa, and they would love to have it in a traditional way. Are you planning to put it, probably few of it into CD or something like that, for people to be able to access? Because not everybody can avoid data also in Africa.
Maybe we might, but at the moment it's online at the moment. If you don't have any data to watch my film, send me Mr. Dare Oluson your account number. I promise I'll send you 10,000 naira to buy
Wow.
data to watch the film.
Wow. All right. I don't know how many people that is going to call for this. I don't know how many people that is going to be calling me for this, but this is a very beautiful one. So if you are listening to me and you are struggling to go and watch After the Rain and you don't have the data to watch this movie, call +277033584. You can call me right now. I will definitely put you through to the owner, or I mean the lady behind this movie. And she already said it, and I know she's a woman of her word. She will definitely do that. So please, if you are struggling, you've not watched that movie and you want to watch it and you need money for that, get in touch with me on +277033584. Let's chat. Let's talk about it. You need to go and watch that movie. It's not about money in this generation. It's about integrity. It's about you doing the right thing at the right time. It's about you follow the right track. It's about you remember where you are coming from. It's about what the Yoruba people used to say, not your humanity was. It's about that. It's about the value. It's about who we are. You know, our value is something that we need to embrace. If money replaces everything, including our values, then the life is not worth living.
That's right.
No, I've seen a lot, and this movie is eyes opener, especially for the current generation. It's eyes opener because some guys will say, "Okay, it's fine, go and do it." After all, money is coming from it. You deny the woman that you love to go and do such thing. That means you don't love her. You don't love her in the first place. Because I mean, how can you do that? How can you say, "Okay, go and strip yourself naked and still come back to my house and be my wife"? You know, that's an insult. That's an insult to that woman. But a lot of people don't think it that way. A lot of people see it like, no, it's a normal thing, man. Just go and do it after all. It's not gonna stick on your face that you just come and strip yourself to naked and dance and you still come back to my house and be the wife. I mean, you set yourself up for destruction. And that is what it is. And that is what the Bible says. That anyone that is running or that is eager to be rich, I mean, just quick fix. You are setting yourself for destruction. So please, let's learn from this. I don't want to put religion into it, but it's so important that we talk about this because it's going to bring balance to our generation. And at the same time, like you said, that anyone that is happy to watch it, no matter where you are, even in UK, if you are struggling to buy data, I think some people are still struggling in UK as well to get data.
There's free Wi-Fi everywhere in the UK.
Okay, I mean, you hear that. So I don't know why they turn this continent to this, I mean, what it is now. Because for people, no electricity is not less of data. The country that not produce electricity for people. How come they're going to produce free Wi-Fi where there is no electricity? You know, it's a concern. It's a big mess. It's a big slap to the continent of Africa. We are not a dark nation. We are a bright nation, and we need to get it right. And that is why God bless us with this great woman, Roseline, Sanni, Ajose, doing so well. And we have a lot of people featured in that movie. Peter's Ijagbemi was there. Gigi Alabi was there. Akim Ramon was. I mean, we have beautiful people in that. I mean, nice people in that movie.
Afiz Ayetoro.
That's what I want to say. But let's look at his. I mean, the boldness stood up and just tell the policeman. The policeman later realized that true. This man is talking sense and this man is fighting for his right. But unfortunately for me, I'm under a hold. I'm under a pressure that I need to do my job the way they want me to do it. Let's engage a bit on that. A lot of people are fighting for their right today. A lot of people are speaking out for their right today, but still government is not listening to them, especially here where we are in Africa. How can we change this?
It's by getting to the right people. Because if we keep, it happens to us here in the UK too. Getting your voice heard with the truth. If you want your voice to be heard, you want people to hear the truth. They always say the truth is bitter. Because it's the truth you're speaking now, people won't want to listen to you. But trust me, keep speaking it, keep persistent. Don't give up. Because the moment you give up, they will win. So the secret is don't give up. Keep persistent
mm,
in what you're doing. Keep speaking. Because I remember when I did my last work, which is about modern day slavery, a lot of people criticized me. Who told you they want a better? Who told you they don't want to come to UK to be slaved? Who told you they don't want to go to the Middle East to be slaved? Why are you shooting a movie talking about modern day slavery? But I am not
mm,
going to give up. I am going to continue to talk about humanity because making people better, it is my passion. It is
mm,
what I
mm,
love doing. That is why my first calling, I went into nursing. So please, if you think the governments are not listening to you, don't give up. Keep pressing the button. If we listen, we all see the story of Nelson Mandela. He was jailed for many years in prison just because he was speaking the truth. What happened in the end? He became their president. Don't give up. Don't think people are not listening. They are listening, but they chose to turn a blind ear or a blind eyes to what you're saying. So I will encourage
mm,
anybody, you want to speak the truth, like Afis Ayetoro, keep speaking the truth. One day your voice will be heard, like Nelson Mandela.
mm. Wow, wow. One day your voice, and
Yeah,
you know what's funny in this generation is that the truth doesn't, I mean, the truth is not trending. You know, when you have something, a sensational program, something that is going to bring liberation, something that is going to liberate people mentally and physically, people seems not to listen to it. They ignore it.
listen to it.
Like, what is it
Yeah.
saying? We are living in the world where what is trending is when you open your pints in the public, and before you know it,
Mm,
50 billion people already watch it. Why?
mm.
And when you're talking about the truth, something that is going to help people, don't listen to it. They don't even
No,
pay attention to
listen.
it.
Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm. All right,
Mm.
woman of God, we really appreciate the great work that you are doing, especially in Africa. And I believe that the sky is a starting point for you. You have a whole lot of things that you are doing in UK that is bringing progress to this continent, Africa. And at the same time, you are also one of the people that believe in other people's development. And that is why you can leave your comfort zone, go to Nigeria and show this movie for people to have access to information. And that is one of the great things that attract us to you as well, to bring you on the spotlight on this program to talk a bit about it. We have not really covered the movie to to the end. We're still going to be talking about it. We're still going to put it back on the spotlight. We're still going to also talking about it, using as a point of reference in other programs that we will be doing. But to those of you listening to us, please go out there. It's live and direct on the YouTube. If you're struggling to get the data to watch it in Africa, there's no free Wi-Fi in Africa. So please call me on +277033584. And if you are struggling to get electricity to watch it as well, probably your battery is flat and you need to charge it. You can use half of the money for petrol and use the rest for the data. I think that will be enough. All right. Thank you very much, man, for that generosity. I really appreciate it, and I really thank you. Let me take you to the personal things now. Let's talk a bit about your own personal life and your vision and your mission. What is keeping you going and what is keeping you smiling? Each and every time I see you on the social media, on Instagram, you're always smiling. I mean, what exactly is keeping you going?
For me, I'm somebody that is I'm what's the word? Um, I'm purpose driven. Purpose driven. In any human life, you have to be purpose driven, because if you don't have a purpose, if you don't have why you're living, you will not have a drive. You won't wake up in the morning, because every day we wake up, if you work, you wake up to go to work. You have your shower, you go to work. So aside that work, you need to have a purpose. What is keeping you going? So for me, I've been a bit off the movie industry in the last, since the COVID, in the last 2000, from 2020 till now. I've not been involving in any movies sets, just because I was when I produced a couple of movies, and I thought education is the key in anything we do. Nursing is my background. And I thought I love humanity so much. I want to know more about humans. I want to know more about humans living. So that is why in the last 3 to 4 years, I have been doing my master's in public health, because I like to engage. I love to engage the public. I love engaging people. So I've been doing my master's in public health, and then also combining it together with strategic management and leadership practice, which I've recently completed this year. So I'll be doing my graduation. You'll be seeing more of me on social media, and then also you'll be seeing more of me in the movie industry now that I've finished. So I have two jobs coming up in December and February next year. So I'll be traveling to Nigeria. I won't give you the date in case you want to come with me. I'll be traveling to Nigeria soon, just to complete the two jobs we have in front of us. So you watch out for another great movie coming out from me in December, and another movie, Lovers movie, coming out in February next year. So that is what is keeping me going. And aside that, I have my family. I've got two lovely boys. I have my husband. I have my mom and dad here with me in United Kingdom. They keep me in focus. When I'm about to derail, they call me back. My dad is a pastor. My mom is an evangelist. They have a church here in United Kingdom in Enfield. So they keep me in check. They keep me in their prayers all the time. And I also have a lot of prayer partners that are prayer warriors. They keep me in check. They make sure I don't go out of God's sight. Because when you go out of God's sight, something I read on social media recently say, if you take fish out of the water, they will die. If you take the plant out of the ground, they will die. If you take human being out of God, we will die. So I have my people, they keep me in check to make sure, Roseline, even though you're doing movie, you're looking after people in the hospital, how is your prayer life? Because that is very important in any part of life, world we're living. God should be our ultimate. It should be our focus. Without God, we can't do anything. So all these things have been keeping me going. Attend church, seminars, read my Bible. And I'm someone that loves swimming. I swim a lot. I walk a lot. So those are the things that's keeping me going. Just because you need to keep refreshing your mind. Keep refreshing
Hmm.
your mind daily with the word of God, and also some social activities. Because they always say an
Wow.
idle mind is a devil workshop. Keep your mind occupied all the time. You just see your life will just flourish, and you have a positive thinking all the time. So that's all the things that have been keeping me going.
Wow, wow. Thank you very much for that beautiful message and beautiful response. You are one of the people that I believe that God created for this generation to bring progress to
Thank
this
you.
generation. And that is what you are doing in your own little space to make sure that you liberate people's mind and also putting smile on people's face. All right, before I let you out of my way, I remember last time when we have this engagement, I asked the same question: where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And one of the response is what we are enjoying right here, right now, of which the movie is already out. That is After the Rain. And before I go to that, tell us how many movies now in total? Because there is one that is trending. I know in Kenya, people was calling me from Kenya, from Nairobi, from everywhere, telling me, "Wow, this lady, she's doing a great job." Tell us how many you have now.
If I can count on top of my head, I think personally from me, I could count up to 5 or 6. But with other people, I think maybe I could count up to 12 or 10
Wow.
altogether with mine. Yeah.
Wow. And your first movie is what?
My first movie is Oriyomi. That was from Femi Fade. But my first ever movie was Labo. Life is a Journey,
That
which
is that is that is one that is trending, and that is one that
really,
almost everyone is still connected to it,
yeah,
especially in the diaspora. And I really appreciate that. Wow, it's a great
movie.
job.
Yeah.
Mhm. And the third one is
The my second movie is Life. Sorry, that's Labo. Life is a Journey. Second one was In a Strange Land, which is about modern day slavery here in the
mm,
United Kingdom. Yeah. So that one was shot here in the UK and in Ila village in Asaba.
mm,
And my third one, I've got a lot of movies that I've shot, but I've not released them. So any work that I've not released, I don't like talking about them until it's finally out.
it's out.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. You are doing a great job, and I really appreciate it. And everyone listening to us, please go out there, go and grab the copy of any of the movies she have already released. And I can guarantee you one thing: there's so much lesson to learn in those movies. And please, if you are watching this program, share it, let it go viral. It is a great pleasure having you back on the African Portal Radio TV. Roseline, Sanni, Ajose, we really appreciate the great work that you are doing in the continent of Africa and also globally. And I believe that in times to come, when we bring you back on this program, it's going to be another progress. It's going to be another movie. Like you already mentioned that in December, a lot is coming because right now you finish with the study and you're going to have more time to focus on the movie career and also some other things. But let's look at the family. How do you balance this? I mean, family, movie, ministry, work, and everything. How do you balance all this?
That is when you have a good support from your family, from your immediate family, my kids, my husband, and my parents. They're good support for me. They give me the leeway to be able to do what I love doing, especially when I'm writing my scripts. It takes a lot of time from me because I also work full time in the NHS as well. So when I'm writing scripts for continuous 2 weeks or 1 week, I'll be locking myself up in a room writing nonstop. So my husband is always there, my parents helping me with my core work, such as looking after my kids and doing dinners and doing lunches, doing breakfast. So just big thank you to my husband and my parents and my kids. They're big inspiration
Mm.
to my journey.
Wow. Thank you very much, Mary Bowman from Jamaica. Say amazing work, woman of God. Keep it up. It will pay it off. Thank you very much. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it. Keep sharing it. Keep talking about it. Let it go viral. On top of the hour, join Mary Bowman on the African Portal Radio TV. On top of the hour, she'll be live and direct on the African Portal Radio TV all the way from Jamaica. Thank you very much, everyone connecting. We really appreciate it. And this is where we're going to be drawing the curtain. But before I let you out of my way, let me use this time to send our condolence to the family of Ajose, if I'm not mistaken, or Sanni, that
Yeah.
we join the family to say may the soul of Mama rest in peace. The day you're supposed to come on the live show with me having the engagement is when Mama passed on. I was like, wow, what a coincidence. But it's okay. I mean, that is God. We cannot do anything about her because nobody knows the day, nobody knows the time, and nobody knows
Yeah.
the hour. So it can happen at any time. But we pray that make Mama so rest in peace. Iná ìlà ìwà ìhà ìrọ̀ jìhónà ọ̀dọ̀ rẹ̀ láti wá ọ̀dọ̀ rẹ̀ náà ni a ó padà sí. That is what the Muslim believe, and that is exactly what it is. He is the one that gave, and he is the one that gave it to us, and he's the one that took it. So we give glory to God. So we send our condolence to the family, and we pray for the family. that the blessings that needed after the passed on of Mama, that God will release it upon the family. Thank you very much, everyone, joining us. It's a great time. It's a beautiful hour with this great woman of our time on the African Pot. At this time around, I decided to take it easy because she's one of the people that I believe that she loves simplicity and she loves quality. And I really appreciate that. And keep smiling, keep doing the great work that you are doing. I know that the sky is the starting point. More still coming from you. And also, I got the message from Pensioner FM in Ibadan requesting for that movie to be playing on their space, and also some of their guys are also asking for the link to it, which I already sent to them. So thank you very much, the team in Pensioner FM. Otumba Babatunde Tiamiyu, I really appreciate that. I think we have the conversation about this last time, and you also be part of this. And I send my greetings to all the teams of Pensioner FM. Government, please look after our pensioners. Stop
Yes,
punishing
very
them. Don't
important.
let these
Yes,
people stop sending them to the early grave.
every great.
Please pay them on time. Let them enjoy their money when they are still here. And that is
Mm,
what we are going to be closing with, everyone. Please keep watching the African Portal Radio. If you are struggling to buy the data to watch the After Rain, please call me on +277033584. I will send the data to you. 10,000 naira available to send to anyone that call to watch it. But we are not going to send 10,000 naira to you and you are going to use it for something else. We're going to make sure that we put you back on the spotlight to interrogate you to know what happened in the movie. So, okay, it doesn't matter the country where you are, we'll definitely send the equivalent amount to you. You may be listening in Kenya, you want to watch it, and we can also send it to you, no matter the country where you are. This is a global voice on the African Portal Radio TV International. It's getting better, and I'm so excited about it. Thank you very much, Ma. I really appreciate you coming out to be part of this conversation. Thank you so
thank
much.
you.
I will see you some other time. Keep it up. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye
you.
for now.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, so everyone, we still have a lot of things coming up on the African Portal Radio TV International. We still have a whole lot of things coming up, and we are still going to put few people on the spotlight. And remember, Mariboma will be on the African Portal Live and Direct on top of the hour. It's going to be a great time. 9 o'clock South African time. Join Mariboma live and direct on this space, and it's going to be a beautiful time. It's going to be ministered powerfully on this space in the next hour. Keep sharing it, keep talking about it, keep loving it. It's the African Portal Radio TV International. And I'm so happy that I have opportunity to engage this great woman this hour. It is a great pleasure having you, Ma. I really appreciate it. Please go out there, go and grab your copy. After the Rain is the movie, is trending, is on YouTube. Watch it, share it, invite somebody to watch it. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. No, continue saying that and telling people about After the Rain is the movie, and it's available. Just put it on Google or put it on any space. After the Rain, it's going to pump up and you can watch it. And if you are struggling, if you don't have data to watch it, call me on +277033584. We definitely send you data to watch it. All right. As many people as they want to, you can call that number. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your evening. It's coming to you from the African Portal Radio TV International. My name is Dare Oluso. To everybody listening to us in Yoruba land, ẹ kalẹ́ ìbàjẹ́ òní bá wa ojú òní tiwa àníri gbé sọnù bí òṣèlú ọmọ ní láwọn àfàdàgbà ètò ìrọ̀ sí orí ẹṣẹ́ ọlọ́bẹ̀ ṣe After the Rain òun náà ni lẹ́yìn òjò òun náà ni ètò tí ó lọ lọ́wọ́ lójú òpó ètò yìí eré yìí ó ti wà lórí gbogbo ojú òpó pátápátá lórí YouTube ó wà ń bẹ̀ lọ máa wò ó bó ẹ ti gbọ́ ní gbogbo àgbáńlá ayé ètò eré yìí ti ń kọ́ni lọ́gbọ́n ti ń kọ́ni nímọ̀ ti ń kọ́ni ní òye àgbékalẹ̀ a sì ṣe fún àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì tí ìjọba ò sanwó ìfẹ̀yìntì wọn fún wọn òun náà ni eré ìdálé lórí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ wò ó tí ẹ ní owó tẹ́ fẹ́ fi ra dátà ẹ pè mí sójú òpó +277033581 ẹni tó gbére jáde wọ́n sọ pé àwọn òkùnrin ní 10,000 naira gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá fẹ́ wo eré lẹ́yìn òjò after the rain tí ìyá wa Ajose tí wọ́n gbé jáde, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ wò ẹ pè mí sójú òpó. Àwọn ọ̀pọ̀ òṣèré ló kópa nínú eré yìí náà pẹ̀lú Afeez Oyetoro wà nínú eré yìí, Roseline Sanni Ajose fúnra rẹ̀ wà ńbẹ̀, Peter Ìjàgbèmí wà ńbẹ̀, Jídé Àlàbí wà ńbẹ̀, Hakeem Ramon náà wà ńbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àjọpọ̀ àwọn ọ̀pọ̀ òṣèré náà ni ó wà ńbẹ̀ náà pẹ̀lú. Ẹ lọ máa wò, ẹ lọ máa mú, ẹ lọ máa ṣí àyíká gbogbo àgbáńlá ayé pátápátá. Ire lójú owó rí ire nílé ire lọ́dẹ̀ ibi tí ẹ bá wà. Àmọ́ ọbẹ̀ ní bẹ́ṣù ìran àtẹ́lẹsẹ̀ á sì tẹ̀nà ẹ bá dáwọ́ bọ̀ nìkan láàní ní balẹ̀ o. Ire lójú owó rí ire náà ni kó máa jẹ́ tẹ̀lé kọ̀ọ̀kan wa. A ní kú fọ̀tàyọ̀ ibi òní bá wa. Ó pé ọ̀sẹ̀ ìbùkún, ó pé ọ̀sẹ̀ ayọ̀, ó pé ọ̀sẹ̀ tẹ̀síwájú, ọ̀sẹ̀ tuntun, oṣù tuntun, òun náà ló ń wọlé bọ̀ yìí. Kẹ́rẹ́kẹ́rẹ́ oṣù karùn-ún tún ti wọlé. Oṣù karùn-ún ó jẹ́ oṣù ìtura, kó jẹ́ oṣù ìbùkún, kó jẹ́ oṣù ìrànlọ́wọ́, kó jẹ́ oṣù ríná, kó jẹ́ oṣù rírò. Ibi láti ń ṣègbélárugẹ èdè àṣà àti ìṣe ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀, àwa náà ni Ọlọ́run ló gbé akalẹ̀ lórúkọ tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ wípé kò sẹ́yẹ bíi ọ̀kín láwùjọ ẹyẹ. Àwa náà ni àwa làwòkó Elédùmarè tí ń ké kara ká gbogbo àgbáláyé. Ẹ máa wá ṣíà ẹ máa pín ká gbogbo àgbáláyé, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ká gbogbo àgbáláyé. Ire o, ayọ̀ àtàlàfíà kó máa bẹ́ẹ̀ ní kọ̀ọ̀kan pé ó dọjọ́ mi, ó dọjọ́ rẹ̀. Ẹ pàdé Mary Bowman ní aago 9 orílẹ̀-èdè South Africa tí wọ́n máa pe ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run tí wọ́n máa fi bọ̀ wá. Ojú òní tiwa, ìbàjẹ́ òní bá wa, àní rí gbé sọnù bí ò ṣe lọ. After the rain, òun náà ni eré tó wà níta. Ẹ lọ máa wò ó. Thank you very much everyone. I will see you again by the grace of God tomorrow. And have a beautiful evening. God bless you and remain the great one and remain blessed. Thank you and have a lovely evening. From us is goodbye.
Hello there, my name is K1 the Ultimate, the king of Fiji music. Yeah, I'm calling on everybody, music lovers, young and old, to join us at the O2 Indigo, the 6th of May, 2023. It's going to be a night to always be remembered. For tickets, contact Seraphi, especially the younger age. You get the best of ticket connection through him. Special ticket from the king himself. Get Seraphi.